Hi all, so I'm going to show you how to set your privacy settings for your Kidblog. Begin by pressing settings, then go to privacy, and you're going to notice there's two parts here. We have the top posts and at the bottom comments. So if we look at the posts first, it says which audiences may students request when publishing posts. Okay, so what we have here are the options. So when a student writes their posts and they click publish, they're going to be given options to choose for who their audience will be. Okay, so if we look at this right now, the options for a student's audience would be a teacher that they can choose, class members, or right now connections and guests. So connections and guests could be another class, or maybe a parent that is connected to the blog. If we click public, then that could be an option that a student chooses to be their audience. Okay, so if we have all of these clicked here, it doesn't necessarily mean that a student will automatically choose the public to be an audience. Maybe a student doesn't want the public to see or connections and guests to see their blog post. Maybe they just want the teacher or just their class members, so they will choose. Okay? At the bottom here we have approval required. So what that means is if, say, John said, hey, I want the public to be able to view this post that I just published, well, if this is clicked, then the teacher would have to approve of that. If it's not clicked, then once John publishes his post, then the public will automatically be able to view John's post. Okay? I click that. I'm going to move down now to the comments here. So this works exactly like the post does. Who may comment on students' published posts? Okay, so if we look at it now, if a student posts a blog, right now a teacher, class members, and connections and guests could all potentially comment on that student's posts. If we click here, then the public could potentially comment on that student's posts. Okay, if we don't set it this way, if we just set it to the teacher, then obviously these members would not be able to comment on a student's posts. Okay, click here. Once again, down here we notice that we have approval required. So if that's clicked and say somebody from the public wants to comment on John's new blog post, well then the teacher is going to have to approve of that comment. If it's not clicked, then the comment that is made by that member in the public will be automatically visible. So we want to be very careful about that, and I would always suggest you have approval required by comments. Okay? So once you've decided what you think is best for your class, be sure to save the changes. Okay? Hopefully this helps. And this is probably the most important part of your Kidblog.